Thanks so much for joining us here on NBA Today. And boy, do we have a jam-packed hour for you. The ESPY Awards, they're tonight, but why wait? Right here in 15 minutes, we're going to have the honor of revealing who of Victor Wembanyama, Jalen Brunson, SGA, or Nikola Jokic will be named the winner of the Best NBA Player ESPY. But that's not the only news that we have for you. At 3:30 Eastern, we will be holding the WNBA All-Star Draft. And we're going to have some WNBA royalty here to help us do it. The Hall of Famers, Cynthia Cooper, Teresa Weatherspoon, in studio. And they'll be serving as the honorary general managers to select who is going to be teaming up with who for next weekend's All-Star Game. Paige Becker's maybe going to be running a little pick and roll with Asia Wilson. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese teaming up in Chicago. You're not going to want to miss that. But we start our show with the biggest question mark that continues to hang over the basketball world, and that is, where will LeBron James take his talents after he makes what could be his final decision? And we know that the pitches, they're coming in. They're fast, they're furious. And Steph Curry, he is the latest to offer one up this morning on Good Morning America.
The Bay, we know how to win. It's beautiful weather, great golf. I know he's into that. But like you said, the USA experience that we had, the battles that we had over the years. We just know how to play basketball, and I think that he would enjoy, just the idea of what it means to finish your career the right way. He knows what he wants, and eventually he'll make that decision. It's totally up to him. But we're having fun with it, knowing that he's got his pick of the entire league, like wherever he wants to go. To be honest,
I don't know. There was a good pitch. Did you hear anything about it? Is there anything we should know?
I came here to break some. No. We'll let him take care of that for sure.
That was a pretty convincing pitch that we heard here. Mark Spears, Tim McMahon, Chiney Ogwumike. Chiney, we know that LeBron is prioritizing winning, but would LeBron and Steph, would them going from rivals to teammates, be the best story for LeBron to end his career with?
Honestly, it would be a fairy tale for many basketball fans who consider them the ones that define this recent generation. Raising my hand as a millennial, the last time we saw them competitively together was during the Olympics, and they did pretty well, if I say. Let's break it down, because what I love about Steph and LeBron is that these two guys are unguardable in different levels. Here you'll see Steph have the gravity, bring multiple defenders, but then there's bad spacing. LeBron sets a slam screen for Steph. Steph will be vacated, and look how wide open Steph is to knock down the three. Over 700 catch-and-shoot threes under Steve Kerr. He is the best of the best when it comes to that category of the game. Now, speaking of best of the best, LeBron James is that in fast break. This is the one that got everybody out of their seats. The alley-oop seen around the world, literally by defenders. Look at LeBron slamming the floor because he's so excited. And speaking of slam screens, watch this action here. It's just a little give-and-go dribble handoff. Two defenders in a blender, and Steph gets wide-open threes. All aspect of the game, whether it's half-court or in transition, those two guys dominate. So there is precedent for them being teammates and it working out pretty well, Malika.
Yeah, all you got to do is surround them with an Olympic roster, which they don't have in Golden State. Like Steph says, we know how to win. They knew how to win, but you saw the way that the Warriors celebrated winning a play-in game in the toilet bowl, right? I mean, it was pure joy.
No Jimmy. Jimmy was hurt.
And Jimmy's going to be hurt for most of this season.
That's true.
My point is this. The Warriors were a dynasty. They are not a 42-year-old, as legendary as LeBron is, a 42-year-old away from being a championship contender. It would be a great story. It would be fun. It would not be a legitimate contender. So let's not pretend that that's a reason if LeBron chooses the Warriors.
Yeah, I was kind of hearing today that the Warriors internally kind of feel like they're a dark horse at this point, that LeBron James is probably going out east. But one thing that Steph didn't mention, if LeBron James wants to make up all this money that he's losing, coming to the Bay Area is also Silicon Valley. I mean, when you think of the Silicon Valley, it's the heart of innovation. It's the wealth generation capital of the world. It's the capital of AI.
This sounds like Silicon Valley's pitch.
Who's trying to make some money from Silicon Valley?
Tech billionaires sitting courtside like Tony Zhu at DoorDash and Eddie Q from Apple. And look, Waymo, you can put some money in Waymo. He could get any major wealthy meeting that he wants if he goes there. This Andre Iguodala's made a bunch of money. JaVale McGee, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Andre Iguodala said Klay Thompson has made more money in the tech industry than he has as a player.
All right, so the list really goes on and on.
You know, if he goes there, there's a wealth of money to be had. He's got the entertainment down here. He'll get the tech money there.
That sounds like if Steph was missing anything from his pitch on GMA this morning, then Mark just filled in the gaps here, Perk.
No, listen. And look, I'm going to be 42 in about 5 months. And as I get older, the only thing that I want in life is happiness. I just want to be happy. Damn it, and I feel like LeBron and Steph are both at the stage of their career that, yes, they want to compete for a title, but they both just want to be happy. And let's keep it a buck. Both of those guys hadn't smiled for a long period of time or been happy since they both won the Olympics together. Steph Curry deserves to be happy. LeBron James deserves to, if this is going to be his last year, to play his last year being happy and competing. Those two guys together is like a marriage. They bring joy to one another. They could coexist. They're going to compete at a high level. And I get it. We could sit up here and talk about them having one of, if not the oldest roster in the NBA. But the one thing that we can say is that they have the experience, and all those old guys have shown us time and time again that they have defeated the when it comes to the whatever it's called, the hands of time.
I was like, where are we going?
Father Time?
Father Time.
He's old. He's
Father Time. They have defeated Father Time. Excuse me.
Perk, I have a question, though, because that was a beautiful Silicon Valley, Golden State Warriors, Malika Andrews pick. We know where you're from, Malika, okay? But when you think about fans, because I met a fan that is a Cleveland Cavaliers fan, I'm curious, Perk. That person said it's going to be really hard to see LeBron James play with Steph Curry after delivering that hard-fought championship. What do you make of fans in Cleveland sort of responding like any team but the Warriors?
Well, I'm going to take it a step further. I'm going to think about my journey with LeBron James. As a guy that battled against him in AAU, played with him on the Oakland Soldiers, that's a whole nother story. But also, the McDonald's game was in Cleveland, Ohio, in that arena. Watching him get drafted, and then towards the back end of my career, being on the team with LeBron James before he departed and went to L.A., like in a perfect world, I would love to see LeBron James go back to Cleveland, you know, ride it off into the sunset, be around his family or friends, pack out arenas, get everything he deserved, all the flowers all year long while still being able to compete. But then on the fan side of me, I still want to see Bron and Steph on a night-to-night basis.
Well, the Warriors, if you look at the win totals, though, my friends, they're at the bottom of the list. And Shams, he was on NBA Today yesterday saying that the Sixers, the Heat, and the Cavaliers are the top contenders for LeBron James. Here's what DraftKings says.